Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a hold on either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to one. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
It's a one-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to Genty.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond
that.
that circle.
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Genty.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down and brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
47-yard line.
Hurts.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in. touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And practically it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Stride. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 15. is a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep...
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ashton Jeanty, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
They'll find Genty out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard
line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to throw here. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
63.
Now back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll go again with Genty. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the zone read again to Genty.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ashton Genty laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Looking to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
It's 4th down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. It's a pure play caller.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
19.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
73. 73. No touchdown. No touchdown.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 73 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Browns drive about to get started.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. This is Smith for the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
The 39-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
3rd and 19.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
That's the score. Browns 49, Chiefs 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this threat a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
This is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chiefs 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Yellow.
One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run